Welcome back to this Guild Wars Let's Play. You're Sambo, Seraphis heals a lot, and joining us, as always, is the furry Regina J. Lacerda. How are you this evening, my lady?
I'm good. How are you, Sambo?
Look at that nice wave. I'm very well. You know what? It's quite weird because it was nice coming over here to tuck ourselves up in front of this warm, big blazing bonfire here. Of course, folks, welcome to you. You know that we're here in Yak's Bend, where it's just a little bit nippy. But you know what? Here in Melbourne today, it's actually quite warm, so it doesn't seem right. It's weird how your mind plays tricks on you, but standing next to this fire in the game, which of course is completely imaginary, it feels weird. It makes me feel hot. Is that strange? It is strange, isn't it?
Well, it sounds Sambo, which, you know, by default is strange.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I like this sort of, I don't know, this area when it's a freezing cold day because it actually makes me feel warm, but it's really hot. Well, it is here where I am in my apartment today anyway. And so, I don't know, it's weird.
I'm sitting here with a jacket on.
Oh, are you? Really? Out in the suburbs?
I was cold. Yeah.
A bit colder out.
I've got knee-high socks and a jacket on.
So you probably actually look like a close representation of your actual avatar here, I'd say. Actually.
But we've spoken about this before, because when I've come to see you in the city, you're like, oh, why did you wear a jacket? And I'm like, it's so warm here.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Actually, you know what?
You don't know cold till you come to the suburbs.
Yeah, because I always freeze if I come out your way, and it is true. It is definitely colder out when you get out of the city compared to being in the city, and I've always wondered why. Someone once said to me that they reckon it's because of the pollution in the city, and it kind of acts like a, you know, like it keeps the heat in, like a sort of smoggy...
Well, I reckon around your house, is there many lawns?
Lawns?
Are there many trees?
Yeah, there's trees, yeah.
But like, are they trees growing in grassy areas?
Well, I mean, look, there's a big park behind me, but no, not really, not out the front, no. Why is that?
Yeah. See, I think it's all the you know, the concrete and the roads, and because I mean the roads where you live are a lot sort of, you know, wider and yeah, more lanes on it than the roads where I am, and you've got buildings closer together, and of course, you know, I suppose the bricks and the concrete would, absorb the heat, whereas here it's sort of, you know, houses are further apart. There's a lot more green around each house, and actually, and the roads are smaller, and it's my theory.
No, I agree with that. It'll be proved wrong in a
second, but it's my theory.
No, I do agree with you, because if you've ever, like, it's funny, in the summertime, you know, because I live in an apartment building, for those of you that don't know, and you know, if I'm down the side of it having beers with somebody or something like that, and it's been a hot day, if we're sitting out there in the evening, you can actually feel the, you know, because the whole side of the apartment's, you know, concrete, I guess. You can actually, it's like a radiator heater thing. You know, like you can actually feel the heat.
Whereas on a hot day, if I sit outside, you know, with a scrumpy, it's actually nice and cool. If it's been a hot day, but once the sun goes down, it's nice and cool.
Oh, yeah, no.
Well, it's not as cool as, you know, in the middle of winter, but yeah, you tend to sort of, you know, you can feel it. It's nice.
Well, there you go. So, well, look, I'm absolutely roasting here. So, again, it's just bizarre that fire in the background there. Honestly, it almost like tricks your mind into thinking, hey, Sambo, you need to go get a cold drink or something. I don't know. It's bizarre. Anyway, there you go, folks. There's our combination of philosophy. What else? We've got some. What do you call it when your mind actually creates things that happen physically? What do you call it? Psychosemantic. That's the one. Psychosemantic.
Oh, I was going to call it crazy.
Yeah. Well, okay. We'll just say psycho then. That's a nice cross between the two. We've spoken. So philosophy, psycho, and what else? Physics. And so there you go. That's your lecture for the evening, students. There you go, from the school of Reggie and Sambo. Because Reggie, of course, we very much know what we're talking about, don't we?
Oh yeah, we've both got honorary doctorates from the University of BS.
Yeah, the University of BS. Regina J. Lacerda. Now, speaking of Reggie and the University of BS, I have noticed something here that's going on beside me, and it looks like it's about to do a BS on my foot. What is that thing that is wandering around? Tell us about this. I've never seen it before ever. I presume that's yours.
This is my miniature for the day, my daily miniature.
Ooh, God, nice for some. What on earth is it? Looks like a cross between a horse and a seahorse and a unicorn. And what is it?
It's called a miniature Kieran or Chiron or I don't know pronunciation here.
Yeah.
It's actually from Factions.
Ooh.
There was a quest in Factions where you sort of have to go around and go to these temples and ring this bell, and then you summon like one of these creatures. It actually becomes a party member, bigger than this one, of course, though.
Oh, right, yeah.
And it'll like trot through these clouds of the plaguey stuff.
Right, badness.
And disperse them. And so the quest is all about dispersing these clouds of badness using these summoned creatures.
Right, and so this is a miniature version of that actual creature. Well, hang on, how'd you get the miniature version then?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It's been a birthday present or something along in the game.
Wait a minute. So in other words, this creature arrived yet again by immaculate conception. Is that what you're saying?
I have actually got, in my storage, I've got, a whole panel of storage that is filled with miniatures.
Oh my lord.
And it's overflowing. It's actually overflowed into a second. And they're all just because, sort of like, with every character's birthday, you tend to get a birthday gift.
Yeah, right.
And, sort of, like, I've never sort of gotten rid of any of the miniatures I've gotten.
Right, yeah, no, why would you? Look, I think it's fantastic. I've never seen it. I mean, if you think back, folks, by the way, if you're playing along at home, if you remember last week's episode, Reggie managed to pull out of the bag, quite literally, some amazing creatures. Do you remember that, Reggie? I mean, you pulled out that sort of crystal. I can't remember what it was called, but that big crystal creature. That with
the summoning stone. Yeah, that big crystal creature with the summoning stone that actually came into our party.
Yeah.
But I also put up my miniature. It's like the miniature dragony thing.
Yep, the miniature
that
dragon.
Rainbow dragon that was floating around. Yeah.
And
the episode before that, I had the abomination.
Oh, that's right, the abomination. And last week you also had that really cool, crazy sort of dog with two tails or whatever it was thing. That was basically mowing through all the mobs.
Cute.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of last week's episode, and seriously, this little thing looks like it's about to do its business every time it stops. I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway.
Only you would think that.
No, it looks like it's about to, make a little hole and, do its thing, and then, I don't know. Anyway, I guess it's realistic in that respect. Last week's episode...
That comment, it probably should, on your shoes.
Folks, you might remember last week's episode because it was a corker. If it wasn't for Reggie's honeycombs, we would have been on -3 bajillion death penalty points because we died, 5 or 6 times, I think, Reggie, in that episode because we had that...
Something like that, yeah.
We had that massive onslaught of... of mobs just out the front gate. Do you know what? One of our viewers this week put a comment, I can't remember their name and I apologise, but they put up a message in the comment section which made total sense and it made me feel like a complete blithering idiot. That sort of makes me empathise with how you must feel all the time. But anyway, but made both of us blithering.
Writing down that one.
Oh dear, she's making notes. He or she said, hey, Sambo, you do realise that when you go out into these explorable areas, if you accept, 10 quests and all of them spawn monsters, then of course you're going to have 100 bajillion mobs out there. And you know what? They're absolutely right. I never thought of that. I mean, if we enter an outside area with... I mean, let's have a look in our log now, folks. You can see we've got it sort of, culled back a bit now. But, I mean, last week we basically accepted everything from this outpost here in Yak's Bend and then ran out the front and basically every single baddie for all of those missions or quests basically were spawning in the same spot. So, I mean, it is notoriously a bad spot. And by the way, did you realise that we could have actually gone across the bridge and snuck around the back way for the whole thing? I didn't realise that. No, terrible, isn't it?
Oh.
So not only did we not do that, yeah, we didn't do that, but we also basically deliberately spawned every single mob known to man because we went out there with all the quests active. So anyway, whoever you are, please say hello in the comments below and say it was me, because I feel really terrible that I can't remember your YouTube username, and you definitely deserve a shout out because that's a brilliant idea. And if we ever arrive in a new zone in the future, I mean, it's a bit late now, we've kind of done them, but if we ever go somewhere in the future, you know what, Reggie, let's just pick one quest and put it in our log, do that one, and then come back and pick up the next one, and so on and so forth, because that's really good advice. Now, speaking of questing, we're going to head out soon. But was there anything else that you wanted to get out of the way? You all, have you done your shopping for this week? Your ladyship, is poor old Brayshaw, the merchant over there, sick and tired of your face again? Or have you been leaving him alone this week?
I've been leaving him alone. Well, I'm just going to go and grab some mercs, which I should have done by now, but, whatever. Rather than shopping, I've actually been indulging my liking for pink.
Oh, you're liking for pink? Ooh.
Yeah, because
tell us more.
it was Pink Day in LA, and that means Pink Day in Lion's Arch. And I don't know if you know this, but over the last week in Lion's Arch, and they're gone now, there was actually a woman there who was selling pink dye.
Right. In fact, yes, I think Mithrin was telling us about this in the comments, I believe.
So I actually bought 32 vials of pink dye.
Whoa.
What's the matter, Sambo?
Let's just rewind there. So hang on, there was a special event. Now, by the way, just so you guys know, Reggie did invite me to that event, but it was at an ungodly hour of the morning, and I'd had a rubbish night the night before, so there was no way I was going to make it, but you made it there. Now, Reggie, did you stream that event, by the way, on your LiveStream channel? I did. It was only a quick 10-minute stream. That's okay.
But I did manage to, sort of get a bit of an idea of the amount of people there, because it was in the International District of Lion's Arch, and there was a dozen districts. So basically, the first few would be full.
Oh, and, right. The different instances, yeah.
And and it was also focused around this sort of a fountain in Lion's Arch, and it was sort of focused around the fountain.
Yep.
And each district was hosted by a different alliance. And I want to give a special thank you to the Unk Alliance.
Oh.
Yep, and actually, if you look at this banner here. See the bottom symbol on the banner?
Oh, that's
we have an Unk symbol on the banner. Yeah.
Look at that. Good spotting.
The Unk Alliance, and basically they were having like trivia questions and quizzes. So they were like, giving things away. They had Zaishan keys and special armor and things like that to give away.
Oh wow!
And they also had speak to certain members of the alliance who were dotted around this fountain, and they would just had to open a trade window, and they would actually just give free stuff.
Whoa!
Which is pretty sweet.
So
I have to give a special shout out and a thank you to the Unk Alliance, because they did put on a very, very good event for us. But I actually got 10 Snowman Summoner, 10 eggnog, and 1 bottle of grog.
Oh,
just handed to me.
Wow. Okay, that's fantastic. That is awesome. And of course, we know how much Reggie loves her grog. But you know what? I love hearing stories like that, because one of the things I absolutely adore about the old school MMO stuff are player run events and game master run events. Just events of any kind run by players rather than run by the scripts in the game, if you know what I mean. And to hear that alliances... Now, by the way, an alliance versus a guild, I'd say a lot of our viewers who don't play Guild Wars might be a little confused by that. So maybe Reggie and I should explain that very briefly. And of course, you guys should know what a guild is. Of course, that's just a collection of players that come together under the same banner, the same name. You can see there on our back we've got our guild cape on. And of course, the fact that this is a game called Guild Wars might give you a clue that guilds are fairly central to the way that this game plays. But they operate just like guilds in other games. But Reggie, an alliance you're talking about here, would you like to explain to people what the alliance is? I think I know what it is.
I'll let you explain it then.
There you go. If you have... the thing about Guild Wars is that you have your guilds, but a whole bunch of similar thinking guilds can actually join together to form an alliance. And that's really cool because... so for example, you have Guild A and Guild B and Guild C, and through the course of playing the game and coming across each other, they realise that they're of similar interests and similar style of players and all the rest of it. And you can actually form an alliance in the game. And I'm looking up here on my guild screen. There we go. You can see we've got the roster for our guild here. We've got the status of it, and right at the end there's a tab called Alliance, and basically there it says you must align with a faction in order to send alliance invitations. Talk to a Kurzik or Luxon ambassador to declare your allegiance. And so it's all part of Guild Wars factions, and that's why factions was such a big thing, because of course you've got the Kurziks or the Luxons. But you can have an alliance. Now I'm not sure if there's an upper limit on how many guilds can be in an alliance. I'm not sure, but it's just like a massive big guild, I suppose. So for an alliance to come together and actually host an event, that takes a lot of coordination and a lot of commitment, and I absolutely... Well done, guys. And so it was the
Oh, definitely. And I mean, the resources that they would have had to have pooled, because, I mean, as I said, they were giving away, 10 eggnogs just to one person, and I wasn't the only person trying to initiate a trade with them. And I mean, they would have had hundreds of people over the 6 hours of the event that they were just freely and happily giving things away to.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So big shout out and big ups to you guys in the Unk Alliance, and I'd love to be able to know who the guild members are of that alliance, but I don't think you can do that through the in-game UI. If you can, then for goodness sake let us know. But yeah, well done, that's fantastic. And of course,
and
Reggie,
definitely to all the alliances who ran districts during
absolutely
Pink Day in LA.
That's true. And of course, let's not forget the actual cause itself, which, hey, we haven't said what. So, hey, Reggie, what was the cause behind what was the purpose of the Pink Day in LA?
Well, it's actually for Pink Ribbon Day, which in the United States is for breast cancer awareness.
There you go. So,
of course, in Australia, Pink Ribbon is for breast cancer research.
Right.
And their Pink Ribbon goes all around the world, I think, and they each have it's always connected to breast cancer and some sort of
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Look,
recognition.
And that's a very worthy cause, and I don't mind saying my own mother actually was suffered breast cancer, and yeah, so I've seen the effects of that first person, if you like, and it's not pretty, and anything that's done to further the research of a cure or a relief of symptoms or anything to do with breast cancer, of course, gets
Absolutely.
the thumbs up from us.
I didn't know that you had that personal connection to it, Sambo, because my grandmother was actually diagnosed of it 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
So,
oh, Reggie, I'm so sorry. Is it? I hope that that's caught at an early stage, because of course these days it's a lot different. I mean, there's a lot that can be done to avert the horrors.
It is one of the. Yeah, it is quite a treatable.
Yeah.
Cancer, and yeah, I mean, with her stage of life and the stage that the cancer's at, they don't believe that it will take away from what she has left. No. Yeah.
Oh, good. That's good to hear. Well, there you go. So obviously a huge effort on behalf of all the alliances, and I hope that I don't know. I mean, it's just great to see that a cause like that is actually reflected in game, and of course we see it in a number of MMO communities. I think that's one of the great unique things about MMO players is that they love to come together for causes. And you know, I mean, I can't imagine, with all due respect, if this has happened. I've never heard of it, but I can't imagine, you know, a whole bunch of people in Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare 2 getting together for breast cancer awareness. You know, it just doesn't happen.
I haven't heard from it, but there you go. Challenge extended.
Absolutely, there you go. There's no reason why you couldn't. But that's definitely something unique about MMO players, and that's why I love being here. So there you go. Well, look, sounds like you were also a benefactor then, getting the gifts, and good on you for going along. And of course, if you want to see any footage from that, Reggie, your videos will still be up, presumably on your Twitch live stream page, of which we always link in the description below. So go over there and have a look. That'll be up there for a while before it gets automatically cleared away, I'd imagine. Well, gosh, we've spoken about so much tonight. I think we'd better get on and do a quest. Reggie, we were talking about this.
Yeah, I was going to go, and thanks for watching tonight.
Yeah, pretty much. So it'll be a slightly longer episode today, but we've got a quest to do here. You could see it in the log before we disappeared there, called Helping the Dwarves, because, of course, as diplomatically as always, Reggie and I sat down to discuss evenly which quests we'd be doing, and Reggie said, we're doing this one. And so that's the one. And oh, my Lord, what the heck is this? What is this?
That's a snowman.
Oh, is that one of the gifts that you got?
That is.
That is so
That's
cool.
That's a snowman that I've just summoned.
That was very awesome. Okay, must admit, you know what? You and your toys, I do like it. And there's so many of them in the game. You know, I mean, look, toys is the wrong word. I guess flavor items is probably the right terminology for it. But
just, you know, a little bit of extra fun.
Yeah, and that's again. And hang on. Wait a minute. Look where the. Can you see where? Hang on. We're doing. Which quest are we doing? Helping the dwarves. Have a look on your main map and look where the asterisk is. Have we?
Yeah.
Have we gone out the wrong exit, or something? Is there another exit to Yak's Bend?
I thought I was going the right exit.
It looks like we're going away.
Well, the path does sort of curl around here.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I could be wrong. I've been known to be wrong.
Are you coming at any point? You're just gonna...
I'm coming. Oh,
stand back and...
There's a big bird thing. No, what is it? What is that?
I think it's a plant.
Oh, good Lord. Right, whatever it is, it's disgusting. Oh, and we got these Stone Summit people again. They're the ones that, like, killed us dead last time.
But there are less of them around
than there
was last time.
True.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's not so bad. Oh, look at that. I think Reggie's right. Looks like the road is curling all the way back up. Yep. Now, look, but on my main map, if you look at the Yak's Bend, you'll see there actually is an instance portal marker to the top left of Yak's Bend. Does that mean that there's like a passage out the back or something?
There probably is, and I've taken us out the wrong one.
Oh, no.
Yes.
I mean, I don't think there's a right or wrong way to do it, but I'm just I didn't know that there were actually two ways out of Yak's Bend, to be honest. I didn't know that.
Well, I suppose that's a good thing, because if you do happen to, toddle out the wrong exit, there is at least a path that gets you back. You don't have to sort of go back in and then go back out again.
Yeah, that's good. Alright, now this is like 1,000 times more manageable than what we were doing last week. Far out.
Oh, don't say that. You're going to get us killed.
Yeah, I've probably just jinxed us. It always happens, doesn't it? Oh, look at them all around us. They're everywhere. Oh, and look,
you hold down control, and there is a lot.
Yeah, there are. They're definitely surrounding us, and they're hexing us as well with nasty damage over time hexes, which I think are the most deadly stuff. I don't actually mind, things that go bang bang and sort of DPS, nuking mages and all that stuff, but gosh, it's all of the damage over time stuff. You've really got to watch that, because it kind of sneaks up on you, because you look at your health and you think, I'm alright, and you ignore these folks, the little downward facing orange purple triangles, because you look like your health's okay, and then before you know it, it's eaten away and everybody's dead. Like, they're really nasty. Sort of necromancer type stuff that you'd probably be casting.
Blame the necromancer.
Heck yes. There's another one. Come here, you.
Yeah, you know the worst thing about these icy dudes are?
What?
They don't leave a corpse.
Oh, so you can't turn them into your...
No, I can't get minions from them.
Yeah. Wow, they're really having a go at me again. Oh, and boy did they ever go at me. Thank you, whoever res me.
Squishy.
Yeah, very squishy. I think that may have been Claude. Thanks, Claude.
Yeah, well, make sure you keep his heels up.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to keep him on side.
Yeah, I think so. We won't be doing a Stefan on him, in other words. Oops, Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty needs a bit of a heal.
You know, we're going to look up in the dictionary and it'll be like, you know, to Stefan someone.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. That was funny. Alright. Icy lodestone. Woohoo! Alright, now which way do we go? Oh, okay. So, you know what? By the way, I reckon that this back here, I know you've run on ahead, but I've actually gone round. Yeah, I can see an instance portal up ahead. This is, I reckon we can get back. Oh, actually it's a dead end. That's interesting.
Huh?
Because I've walked my way basically under the rear entrance of Yak's Bend, but I can't see how you get there. Well, I definitely have to go out the back way to see how you get down later on.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a weird one.
Will warrant investigating.
That's the one. Alright, well you're absolutely right though. I think we've come the right way, without doubt. Oh, Ryan! Good lord. What really kills me being a healer in Guild Wars is that a lot of the skills, I mean it's probably my fault, but a lot of the skills I have, they have such a lengthy recharge time. So, you know, I shoot off a heal, but if someone's getting pummeled fairly quickly, then, you know, I just don't get a chance to actually cast another one for ages, and I just have to sort of stand there and watch them die. It's really hard.
That would be really hard to do.
No, it is. I mean, I know that my skills are, well, aren't, basically, a skill. Your words. Yep. I think anyone who's watched the show for more than one episode will pick that up in an awful hurry. But still, there's definitely a lot of skill required to keep a party alive. And Lord only knows how we'd fare if we were doing PvP. Now, that would be hilariously bad.
Oh,
anyway.
With these characters, it would be.
Yep.
Just because they're not, you know, built up to level 20.
Well,
and don't have a good stock of
different skills.
Different spells to choose from and things like that, yeah.
Yeah. Now that's an interesting structure right ahead of us there. What on earth is that? I'm trying to make it out.
I was sort of wondering that as well. It looks like some sort of, I don't know, ancient torture device.
Yeah, I guess so. That's what it does, doesn't it? What are we at it looks like we're on the top of it, whatever it is. About to see as we go down the other side, perhaps.
It's like the bridge, but a bit of the, I don't know, like decoration on the bridge.
Yeah. But it looks
like
you're
talking about bridges. Look at the one on the other side. This is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's seen better days though, hasn't it?
You know, we came to this part of the world, you know, we sort of fled the persecution that the Char were putting the humans through, and came here to sort of get a bit of recharge and, you know, that, and we're still being, you know,
I know.
pummeled by things.
It's like, hey, we're here for a bit of a holiday, folks, but no.
Yeah, out of the pot, into the fire.
Yeah, that's the one. They just don't give up. Having said that, though, it's really pretty through here. I really, really do like. I know I've said it 100 times, but absolutely love these zones, which are kind of like blends of the different temperate climates. So it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of an autumny, snowy something-y thing. Like, it's just nicely in between some of the zones
That
we've
is some
already
really
seen.
good describing there, Sambo.
Yeah, thanks. That's right. I'm a wordsmith and you know it. Oh. Now, where's... Oh, I see. We have to go up there. Right, okay. Whoops, there goes our timer for the episode too. Whoops.
I think we're right. Here we go. Well, there we go. How about that for timing?
Oh, okay, so we've hit the mark, have we? Oh, lovely.
We have.
Oh, look at his outfit. That's very cool. All right, so old Stone Cleaver sent you, eh? To tell you the truth, I do have a few tasks that I could use a hand with. I'll appreciate your help. You know what, Reggie? One of these days we're going to walk up to an NPC and they're just simply going to go, hey, how's it going? No, everything's fine. Yep, can I offer you a drink? Yep, sweet, see ya. But no, they always want something. They always want something.
Like,
now,
oh, well, seeing as you're here.
Here we go, Rangil Ironbow. The Stone Summit have taken a good friend of mine prisoner, and his name is Minar Stonesledge. I've tracked them to the Iron Horse Mine. Oh, well, that rings a bell. We'll explain that in a minute. Just west of here. They mean to work him to death like all the others, but I won't let it happen. There's a bit of a problem, though. I don't think I can rescue him myself. Think you can get him out of there? Well, I think we'll definitely try. So there we go. I'll get him back in one piece. We'll accept that. Now, looks like just up here we've got an instance portal, and in fact on the map it's definitely showing one, and I can see the Iron Horse Mine off to the west there. Now, Reggie, it just so happens, and this is a good spot to leave this episode, because if I look at my quest log here, I bet you don't have a quest called the Wayward Monk, do you?
The Wayward Monk?
Yep.
No, I'm assuming even just by the name of that quest, it's not designed for me.
Yeah, that's right. So Reggie's absolutely right. It's a class quest for me, and you can see we've already actually spoken to Sin in the Traveller's Vale. I don't know if you remember, Reggie, but we bumped into her, another iconic Guild Wars character. We bumped into her last episode.
Oh, yes.
Yep, so that kind of struck through one of the stages of my quest here, and I've got the second stage, which is ironically help Sin find Menlo, and we all know who Menlo is, in the Iron Horse Mine. So that is absolutely perfect. That suits me to a T, because I need to go there anyway. And this is exciting, folks, because you can see we get to go through the portal into a new area in the next episode. But that is for the next episode. We'll leave you on a cliffhanger for now, or else we'll get in trouble with your bosses if you're watching this at lunchtime. So once again, Reggie, well done for making the effort at an ungodly hour, I might add, to go ahead and participate in... look at that, she's laughing. To go ahead and participate...
Well, I have to laugh at that, because for me, that is normally the time that I get up.
Oh, and by the way, she's talking about 6:30 in the morning, which just does not exist for me unless I have to go to Sydney. But well done to you for making the effort to going there and supporting such a worthy cause, and for, of course, witnessing everyone else doing the same, all those people who took time out of their day for that great cause. So well done again to the Ankh Alliance. And yes, Kurt... Oh, look, they all... Oh, they're all doing it.
They all did it.
Oh, can you try something before we go? Can you test
Sure.
dancing? Because I want to see if they all dance.
I don't think they will. Oh
my lord!
Wait a minute.
They are.
Okay, they're playing instruments for me to dance to.
Oh, they are too. Look, we've got one on the flute,
Because
two on the flute.
yeah.
That is okay. Hang on, I'm going to dance.
Dunham's doing
as well.
the guitar, flute, Is that supposed to be a violin that little Tom's playing?
Yep, little Tom, and we've got the guitar. Oh, wow, that is awesome. There you go, folks. That's one way to end an episode. We've got a dancing troupe, a gypsy dancing troupe out in the middle of the snow, middle of nowhere. Anyhow, that's it from us, folks. Certainly hope you enjoyed that episode, and of course, more importantly, hope you join us in the next one as we carry on our adventures here into uncharted territory. You can see on the map there all the way over in the next episode to the Iron Horse Mine. So absolutely looking forward to that. Thanks again to Reggie as well for coming along. And of course, on behalf of myself, Sambo, and the wonderful ballerina there, Seraphis Heals a Lot, it's us saying take care. Hope you're having a great day wherever in the world you are. Look forward to seeing you next time, and bye-bye.
Bye.